So once again, we talked about how you are able to connect your your Dell laptop or your Chromebook to your display. You'll need two things to be able to do that. You'll need the HDMI cable that's included, that is brought to you, which is going to be this here. Alright, so when you're ready to go interactive with your laptop or your Chromebook, you're going to need a couple of things. So you're going to need your HDMI, which is this puppy here. Remember, it's flat on one side and then it kind of does like a curve on the other side. There's your HDMI. And then you'll need a USB. Everybody's seen this. Everybody kind of knows what this is, I hope by now. This is a USB cable. So these two things are going to plug into the side of your display, as we showed a while ago. So I'm going to plug this into HDMI 1. Or into touch 1. And then I'm going to actually plug this too into HDMI 1. There we go. So those are, as you see, they're both plugged into the same exact port over here. Okay, so remember, that's imperative. You have to do that. Okay, and then I'm going to plug the other end into my laptop. So I'm going to plug this in into my laptop. So as you can see, I made my HDMI 1 my favorite. So now, as soon as I plug it in, bam, it pops up. It's right there ready for me to use on the screen. So I'm able to come in, as you can see, it makes it touch now. So once we made it our favorite, I don't have to double tap or get into the home. So if I come back home here while that's loading, so you won't have to double tap this, okay, to get in, and because I know it's plugged to HDMI 1, or you won't have to tap the screen once as well, the preview, okay, so you'll see that as well when it's up there. But there's no preview right now, but if I double tap HDMI 1, it'll take me into HDMI 1, and then you'll see there's my computer loading here. All right, so I got my laptop plugged in. It's connected to my display. Remember, HDMI, USB, HDMI, USB. So I got it plugged in. Now, I got it plugged in. I'm able to come in here and actually utilize and touch the different things that I have available with my laptop or Chromebook. Same exact thing. All right. Now, one thing I do want you to note and realize too, that sometimes when you plug in your device for the first time, especially a Chromebook, all right, you got to make sure that you go into your display settings, and to get there, I just click on my three dots up here at the very top, and I go to settings, all right, and I can touch on search, and on my keyboard, I type in DISPLAY, okay? Oh, not dip. SPLAY. Okay? And so once I do that, I just go to display. You'll see the reason why you don't see it here is mainly because I'm not on a Chromebook, I'm on actually a desktop computer, but you'll see the word display, and then you can actually go in there and set and click on mirror. There's going to be a mirror button there, so you'll see that as well. All right? So that way, because it's going to be automatically extended. Now, big question is always asked too as well. Well, what if I don't want what's showing on my laptop to show on my desktop? Say I have email up or some type of app or something going on that the kids are, I don't want them to see. I'm taking attendance, things like that. So that's really simple. If you go to your computer, you can do a couple things. On your keyboard, you'll see the Windows button right next to the FN button. And then I click on that, and then I hit the P button, so Windows P. And so you'll see that come across the screen there. So this gives me the option to duplicate, extend, or second screen only. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to extend my screen. So when I hit extend, it's going to now give me this whole other desktop that I have available for me that I want to be able to use. And on my laptop, it's actually showing something totally different. I have this screen up here, and on my desktop, and on my big screen here, I can actually come over here and drag the screen that I want to use. You know, I drag it, there it goes. So now I've got this displayed on this screen, whether it's grades or something like that, I can do that. And then I can also come in here and utilize whatever I have, any Google, anything that's going on, the Google Slides that going on, the presentation that they're doing, or something that you're wanting to watch, video, whatever it is that you would do, some secondary thing that you don't want shown on your desktop. So, like I said, I'm also able to, now, when I have this available for me to use, I can control this just like you would. It's basically a big touchscreen display. So I have my drive open here, I have a Google Slide open available. So just like you would on your desktop with your students as well, they are able to actually come in and utilize this as well on their laptop or Chromebook, whatever, but they're able to come in. Oh, sorry. And drag, touch and drag the things over. They need to be dragged, so make sure you select it and drag, and they're able to do different types of sort too. So like I said, it's a really big touchscreen display for you to be able to use with your students. Your students come up here and work on this together. So say you're working on a particular skill that you want the kids to be able to come up and annotate on top of a PDF, or maybe on an for-you test and you're kind of going through corrections and things like that. So you're able to do that too with this particular display as well. So all I have to do is I come in here and I take what's called a screenshot button right here. Everybody see this? Got the pencil with the screen, kind of for the annotation. I click on that. And so now it will bring up all of my different functions that I had in the whiteboard. So when I click here, there's my highlight tool. I can make that green or whatever color I want. And then I just come up and highlight, okay? I can change the color if need be as well. It doesn't have to just be green or whatever. And I'm able to come in here and highlight. And if I need to, I can grab my pen and I can write on. So here's what we need to look at here and make sure that we draw our attention to this particular part. And so like I said, students can come up here, annotate right there on top of that thing that you have on your laptop or your Chromebook that's available. All that is from clicking on the screen annotation tool that's right here, top right corner of your toolbar on the right or on the left. As you can see, when I'm done and I want to keep this, okay, or if there's another screenshot that I want to do, I can do that as well. If I want to keep this, if I click on it again, it will actually save this to my file export, that folder there. So I can actually pull that up, pull that into my whiteboard that's built into the device, or I can send that out, put it on Schoology, put it on Google Classroom, wherever I want for kids to be able to see it, especially those kids who weren't there and need that graphic or whatever, or different example. So like I said, really simple, really intuitive way to utilize your interactive display with your laptop or your desktop as well. So there's your annotation tools as well. If I say I'm inside of the whiteboard right now, okay, I clicked on my whiteboard here and I want to go back to my computer and do the exact same thing. I can switch in back and forth to be able to write on. So now I want to write on this and I want to go back here and still be able to utilize and use, and I want to toggle back and forth, it's still going to be there on that window side. Okay, now as you can see, I can write on it. I can't scroll up and down, so I have to click this button here once again. It'll take a screenshot and it'll save it to my machine here as well. Okay, so that way I'm able to come in here underneath my whiteboard, click on my images, click on that folder, And here is that screenshot that you just saw a while ago. I'm able to pull this in, and then I can utilize this too inside of my system. So like I said, really easy way to manipulate and utilize the different functions that are inside of the whiteboard.